So then I took the rest of the legs and I made them into sleeves for this top, which I seam ripped the arms out of and cropped and used to make a completely different shirt. And to make this one, what I did was I took the pants, and so pants, the way I cut them and they had this sort of a curvy bit to them. Here also has a curvy bit, but it's this way. So when you sew it together, you can match the curvy bits up and make them somehow match. I don't remember exactly how I did that. It was a while ago. But let's look at the inside of it to see if we can remember. Yeah, so I used the same armhole because that makes it so that they're a little bit bigger. The arms were a little bit smaller than I wanted. But this was the same like width around here, which was a lot bigger. So to make it fit, I made little pleats on the inside. And you can kind of see them right here. And I made them, the way I did the pleats was I did it from the outside and then I pinned it all in here, which sounds confusing. But I took the pieces of fabric, and I didn't really measure this, which you probably should do, but I took a piece of fabric and like folded it over and under, if I show you. So I did that, and then I put a pin there, and then you have a pleat, but on the inside it looks like this, and then I straight stitched over everything so that it would stay. And over here, what I did was, there's one place where I folded over it here, and then I folded over the opposite direction here, so there's a large pleat right there. And then I did, I think, 3 more on this side. Technically that's 4. And then same on the other side. And so it looks like this on the inside. So if you do the opposite of this, it'll look like this on the outside, which will make a completely different outcome. But having it look like this on the inside means that outside there's sort of like billows instead of flat lines. Also, I didn't sew down. If you sewed down, it would make it look a little different. But outside, then you can see what those pleats look like. So you can see here, this ripple here, it makes like ripples. So this one is like, it's sort of like a dip, and then it goes into like a billow out here, and then these sort of follow it. So it makes a puffed sleeve kind of. If you made them smaller and more close together, it would be even more puffy, I think. And I did the same thing on the other side, and then I straight stitch hemmed the bottom, which apparently you should not use straight stitch on stretchy fabric. So use a sewing machine and use a zigzag stitch instead of using your hand to make a straight stitch. But I did all of this by hand. Let me tell you, it's not easy. And also for the pinning for this, take this part separate, pin the pleats before you pin it to here. Then when you pin it to here, make sure that you have it this way so that the right sides are touching each other, because I pinned it completely wrong. I didn't sew it that way, but I did, and then I had to unpin it all. And so make sure that when you can see the inside and the inside, and the sides that you want to have on the outside are touching close together. And then the way that I made it sure it fit was I took the center of the center pleat and pinned it to the seam line, which is also the seam line. And I did the same on this side, and then I tried to evenly space pins around it so that it would fit correctly, and it wasn't too uneven. So I don't think it turned out too uneven, and it's an interesting look. I don't know if I would try it again, but I think if I did it again, I would cut the sleeves more, and I would have the billowy bit start closer to here. But yeah, so that's that. And then these tops can be worn by themselves, or you can wear a tank top like this one underneath, which is cute and also too small for me now. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tutorials. Please come back for more.